Hey guys, welcome to the new video of Mule online learning. In this video, we will be trying to explain the ScatterGather scoop. ScatterGather is like one of the most discussed and popular scope, I must say, within the MuleSoft processing. So, um, without any further ado, I will start with our regular practice to go over MuleSoft official documentation, and then I will walk through with a particular Mule app which is based on concept of ScatterGather. Okay, so let's start it with the documentation first. I will go over the Google and will search for ScatterGather in Mule 4. I will check for 4.3 version because that is the preferred one or latest one as well. So the ScatterGather, it is a component routing event processor that processes a mule event through different parallel processing routes that contain different event processors. Basically, different event processors means it may have a different action. Each route receives a reference of mule event and execute a sequence of one or more event processors. Each of these routes use separate thread and can be either the same mule event without modification or a new mule event with own payload attribute and variables. Scatter gather. The gather component then combines the mule event written by each of the processing route into a new mule event, and then it is being passed to the next layer of event processor only after each and every route completes successfully. So first of all, the mule event enters into the mule layer and it gets scattered into the different event processors. Each of these event processors complete their processing, and after that the entire response is being clubbed and being combined and aggregated to the next mule as a single mule event, and it is being sent to the next set of message processors. So one of the main advantage of ScatterGather is it's like not sequential, it works in parallel, so it basically speeds up your processing. The parallel execution can greatly increase the efficiency of your Mule application and may provide information than sequential processing. So that is the main advantage of it. This is explaining this particular diagram only, so we will skip this part. The variable propagation, every route starts with the same initial variable values. Modification to the variable within a specific route do not affect other routes. So if a variable is added, modified or in one route, and then aggregation, the value is defined by that route. If a variable is added or modified by one or more route, then the value is added to a list of values for that variable within all the routes. For example, we are defining two variables, variable 1, variable 2. We are entering into the ScatterGather, and after that we are having variable 2 being set as new value, variable 3 as apple value. Similarly, the in the second route we are setting variable 3 as banana value and variable 3 again as other value, and we are setting the variable 4 as valuable the value 4. And after the aggregation, the if we print the values of the respective var 1, 2, 3 and 4, it will come up like this. If you notice, variable 3 is a combination of all values which are being assigned to variable 3, that is apple val, the banana val and the other val. Similarly, for var2, it will take the last updated value because this is being first initiated, but once it enters into ScatterGather, it takes the value of new val. We will not be touching this error handling part for now because in order to understand this we need to first go through the error handling mechanism of Mule 4. Basically it is having two parts like error on continue and error on propagate, so we will discuss about that in the later videos, but the main thing is like it will result only in two major values, like it can either timeout or it can give a composite error. Like if any of the message processor errors out, So in that case, composite error is being generated, and you can gradually handle it into the different forms. So we will discuss about that in the later videos. So that's pretty much from the documentation side. Let's quickly jump on to the demo part. So we will first start with this variable flow handling, and after that we will go with the main scatter gather processing. Okay, so guys, in this particular video I am taking this liberty, since the scope of discussion for scatter gather is very large. So I will start with some of the Mule application which I have already created. I will walk through this entire Mule app, and I will also give a GitHub link to it, so you can directly download this code from GitHub and you can execute at your end as well. Okay, so as mentioned, let's first concentrate on the variable flow. So this particular part of scatter gather variable flow we will be talking about. There will be a listener listening on 8081 with path as var flow. We will be setting two variables, var1 and var2. Initial value of var1 is setting as var1, and similarly var2 as var2. After that there is scatter gather component which you can drag and drop from core under the flow control. You have to just drag and drop over here on the canvas, and that's it. After that I am setting the values of all these variables in different combination. So in the very first root I am setting the value of var2 as new value, var3 as apple value. Again in the second route I am setting the value of var3 as banana val. Similarly, in the last route, I am setting var3 as other val. Along with that, var4 is being set to val4. In the transfer message out of ScatterGather, I am aggregating all the values of var1, 2, 3, 4 with their respective values, and finally logging the entire payload. So, if you noticed, var1 is being changed only single time at the time of assignation. After that, var2 is being changed from var2 to the new value as new value. After that, var3 is being changed three times as apple val, the banana val, and the other val. And var4, it is being created and used only one time as val4. So let's quickly run this particular flow. I will right click and go for run project. It will take a couple of seconds to load. So the project is up and running, and I will go to Postman and hit this var flow, hit send button, and it is giving me the overall aggregation of all the variables I have created. var1 is the initial single time, var2 is the new value we have created, that is this one, var2 is new value, var3 is being changed three times. So as a array of three values is being created, like apple val, apple val. After that we have banana val, so this is the banana value, and the third one is the other value, so other value. Variable 4, which is being declared and defined one time only, is val4, so this is val4. So in this way we have understood like all the variables which are being created within the scatter gather root, it takes the precedence if it is being defined in multiple routes, so it creates a list out of it, otherwise it is being printed only single time. So this was about the flow of variables within the scatter gather. Now we will be discussing about the main flow of ScatterGather. So in order to understand this particular flow, I will like to remind you, like in our previous videos of SOAP web services, we have used a particular web service description language, WSDL, which I have configured here as well. By manage module, click on plus sign. From exchange, just search for consumer. It will give the web service consumer. Click on add button and click on finish. Since I have already done it, so I will explain the thing to you. You have to follow the same pattern. After that, we have used this particular link for Wisdom, and it comes up with a service of calculator and port as calculator SOAP and SOAP 12. We will go with the default calculator SOAP, that is the SOAP 11 version, and this address automatically gets popped up. So we click on OK, save the entire domain project, and the same domain project is being used under the ScatterGather. If we right click and go to properties, 1 second. So if you go for Mule project, it gives the option of selecting default domain. So I have selected the domain project so that I can use the different shared resources I have created as a part of Mule domain project. I will click apply and close and go back to the ScatterGather main canvas. So I have started this particular flow with the listener component using the 8081 port, and the path I have decided as ScatterGather. After that, I have used this ScatterGather component. I'm adding to it to the favorite so that it can be used frequently. And after putting the ScatterGather, I have drag and drop the flow references as add, multiply, and subtract. And I will define these flow references gradually. So you have to drag and drop the transform message, consume, set variable, and logger. So how to configure it? I will explain one of these, and the similar can be done for the rest of the two. Okay. So each of these operations expect at least two integer values, int a, int b, for an example. Okay. So if you put a consume activity, the consume palette, by searching for the web consumer and drag and drop over the canvas, then you will come to know, like you have to configure the connector configuration by clicking on the plus sign, and since it is a part of domain project, it will automatically come up. You can look for the appropriate operation like add, divide, multiply, subtract. These are the four different operations, but we will be using add, subtract, and multiply. Add, subtract, and multiply. So this is for the add. Same approach can be used for multiply and subtract as well. There is nothing much, but after that, putting the consume message, drag and drop a transform message in front of it. There is a specific coding style to it, because once you put a transform message in front of a consume palette, it will default show you the input structure which is being required for this operation. So what you have to do, you have to just mention attribute query params n1 n2 as number. So it means we will be sending two numbers n1 and n2 as part of these two numbers, int a and int b, as query params within the URL itself. Okay, so this is the configuration required for consume add operation. So let me mention this as add, and after that we will be setting a variable. So variable name will be add set variable, And what we will the value will be setting up is payload. If you put a dot in front of it, let me show you. If you put a dot, it will show body, then again put a dot. Now it gives the option of ns0. So in order to print the exact value within the set variable, we should remove this ns0, that is the namespace. So I will put like this, but it will take all the things. So what I will do, I will go and delete this particular path. Okay, and I will add result in the end. So similar approach is being used in this path and for the subtract as well. In logger, we are just printing the value of this particular variable, that is the set variable add. So if you have noticed the value of this particular payload body add response add result, this is the same thing which we are printing, right? So it will be better to make use of this vars dot add. Okay, so similarly I will change here as well. This is for multiply. I will set it as here is multiply, and I will put this one as vars dot multiply, and within the transform message you will see the same thing. There will be no change, but only this multiply operation will be getting changed. So similarly in subtract, you should be able to see the subtract. The rest of the thing mapping will remain constant. Let's rename consumed with consumed subtract, set variable as set variable subtract, and the logger will be changed with vars dot subtract. Okay, now all these flow references are being mentioned over here, and these are being configured. After that I will put drag and drop a transform message from my favorites tab, and I will create a JSON message using add, multiply and subtract, and I will use the respective variables like vars.add, vars.multiply, vars.subtract, and finally I will log the payload as result space payload. So payload will be printing the output of this transform message. Okay, so we are pretty much okay to run this particular application as well. Just cross check once again what is the path we are using, ScatterGather. So ScatterGather, I will put something like 10 and maybe 2. So add will be 12, multiply will be 20, subtract will be 8. So let's hit it. Add is 12, correct, multiply 20, correct, subtract is 8. Now let's try to put a opposite case. Opposite inside subtract will be negative, right, -2. So that is working fine. So if we go back to our AnyPoint studio, under the console logs you should be able to locate all these things. Let me clear this console and I will hit it once again with the same n1 and 2 values, and let's go to the AnyPoint studio. So let me try to walk through all the loggers and how it is printing. So first of all, this 12, 22, this 22 is the addition, correct? So we have received the message on the payload over here. ScatterGather has sent one to add, one payload to multiply, and one subtract, multiply, add in parallel, setting up the values, and after that printing the values as 22, as minus 2, 120, and 22. After that, it will come back to the main flow at the transformer, and it is going to create this structure of a JSON putting all these three elements. So all these three elements along with their values we are printing as a part of result set. So this is pretty much of scatter gather. I just want to add one more point. If any of these operations error out, then the overall error response generated will be Mule composite error. And if any one of these operation gets timeout, then the overall result will be Mule timeout. So you are having two different exception handling scope, that is on error handle, on error continue, and on error propagate. So based on the values which you are setting and the scope being used, either a positive success code or a negative success code, that is 200, or any other error code will generate. We are going to discuss the error exception handling in later part of the videos. I hope you like this video and this video help you out to understand the basic nitty-gritties of ScatterGather, and you should be in a position to use this particular scope in a much better way with a clear understanding. So thanks guys, thanks for staying with me, and I will come up with some more exciting MuleSoft online learning videos. Please stay tuned. Thank you.